This is Ellie, and we are in Chi Talk. Good afternoon. It's beautiful and wintry here in Northern California. We have finally rain, so we're very happy. And hi, Larry. Hi, Edward. Good to see you. So today, Chi Talk is about something that everybody that I tell them that I teach Qigong and energy healing practices ask me, which is what is the quickest way or what is the best way to get more energy? What should I do to feel more energy? So this is the talk about today, but it can go anywhere you guys want it to go. So let's start with a little bit of a opening ceremony. Before we do that, my name is Eli Cohen. I'm a medical Qigong practitioner and energy healing coach, a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine. And the purpose of this Chi Talk and the podcast that this is going to transcribe into Awaken the Healer Within is just to kind of spread the word of self-healing, of preventative medicine, of taking care of ourselves, and what does it take to do that. We are in a time where modern medicine sometimes doesn't cover everything. Yeah, it's modern medicine is more about sick care, not so much about health care, and we don't want to wait until we're sick. We want to constantly be happy, live happily, live healthy, and eventually long life. So this is the purpose of it, is to give tools and resources to everybody for self-healing. So let's start with a little bit of a ceremony. So let's put a fist. Let's make a fist with our hands and tap on the chest bone, the sternum. And if you will, please close your eyes and feel the tapping, and inhale into the areas that you're tapping, and exhale from the mouth slowly. You can even exhale with a sigh of HA, like yeah. This is a noontime, and noontime the heart meridian is active. So as you exhale with a sigh, just feel a sense of relaxation, of relief. And soften as you exhale with a sigh, soften all muscular tension in the body. Exhale and soften the shoulders, soften the belly. Nice, and draw your energy into the heart center. Let's open the palms and put them on the heart center together. So one palm on top of each other and on top of the heart. And let's take a few deep breaths into this heart center. As you inhale, swirl the energy in the heart. And as you exhale, soften all muscular tension that you are aware of. Could be in the face, could be in the jaw or the shoulders, maybe the belly, maybe the digestive system, maybe the hips, maybe the lower back. So as you inhale, you bring awareness into an area in the body that you're very maybe interested in. And then as you exhale, you soften that area. And with a sigh, again, we continue with the sigh breath and release tension from this area. So any area that you feel like you want to heal, or you're just compelling to go there intuitively, as you inhale love and kindness. And if you are gravitated towards one area in the body, just stay there, and now just inhale and exhale from the nose without really changing the breath or manipulating it or controlling it in any way. Just let the breath be as it is, and then just go with your attention into this area that you watched before, and just open to curiosity, whatever is happening there in the body. Just be curious about what you feel. And if it's the pain, just be curious of the sensation. What does it feel sensationally? What is sensation? Is it throbbing? Is it pulsing? Or if there's no pain, just what is the sensation there without the label? Without the label. Without the label, this is pain or this is this or that. Without the label, just sensation, just energy. Just the feeling. Is it needles? Is it heavy? Is it light? Whatever it may be. Just be curious and open to the aliveness of any sensation, regardless of the label. Open to all the aliveness of the body, whatever it may bring you. So that energy of curiosity is the energy that heals. And now open to the whole form and shape of your body as you sit or stand or wherever you are. Feel the whole body. Nice, and let's lower the hands into the belly, onto the navel, and move your attention into the navel, into the breath, deepening the breath into this area. So this area, when we breathe into this area, the mind automatically understand that there's no stress, there's no tension, because when you are asleep, this is the area that the breath goes to. It's very deep. You oxygenate the system. So breathe very slowly, very deeply, kind of like when we're asleep, we're breathing very deeply into this area. And softly. Nourish your yin energy. Long, slow, and deep. So when the body recognizes, hey, look, the breath goes all the way down there. I must be very relaxed. And then the mind relaxes as a consequence. Nice. And let's relax this. Open the hands to the side. Open the eyes. Ah, beautiful. All the treasure are already inside of us, aren't they? So today's topic is how can we get more energy? And we just had a little bit of example of that, right? So a lot of people ask me when I'm saying I'm practicing Chinese medicine, I teach Qigong, and they ask me, okay, so how can I give me something that I can do so I can get more energy? And we always seek for more energy. And in Chinese medicine, we have actually two types of energy, and this is kind of like the secrets of how to create more energy, I think. At least one of them, because in Taoist tradition, we talks about the leaks. Where are we leaking energy from? Yeah, what are the leaks in our body to that we're leaking energy? And 5 leaks are the 5 senses. It's very interesting. And then we say that emotions are another leak. Yeah, so we have a lot of leaks. Yeah, in Chinese medicine, they talked about how do you leak and how to seal the leaks. And we leaking energy from the 5 senses. That's interesting, isn't it? And then also I wanted to talk about the two different types of energy, so people understand more about how to get more energy. So why do we leak energy from the five senses? We leak energy from our eyes. We look out and we look and desire something, or look at something, yeah, or hear something. Yeah, so the energy goes there. The energy go outside of us. We leak energy from talking too, actually. If you are sick and try to recover, in Chinese, doctor would tell you, don't speak too much. Yeah, we actually leak energy from the language that we speak. When we speak, we leak energy. Um, so when the energy are outside of us, when we're looking outside into the world, our energy, our attention goes outside. You leak energy. And one of the biggest leaks that we know of is what we call emotional energy, and emotional stress. And emotional stress is probably the primary leak in the body, so to speak. In Chinese medicine, they say it's the root of all ailments, of all imbalances. So you can see the leaks. We can see where the imbalances is in every negative emotion. Not that we try to not lean into negative emotion. The opposite is true, but this is a leak. If we're worried or stressed out, and especially this low level of stress, there's a lot of stuff that is happening in the body with stress, like muscular tension, very not strong, but it's a low level of muscular tension. We have less oxygen going into the brain, less oxygen going into the digestive system, because the breath changes, right? When we are stressed, the breath. And I've, as a healer that worked with people one-on-one, I've seen a lot of people come to me and the breath is just chest breathing. It's very shallow breathing, because when you stress is the fight or flight response, so we stay up here in the chest. Unconsciously we breathing here. So in Taoist tradition, we call it back to childhood breathing, and we make conscious effort throughout the day to do the breathing that we did in the last part of the meditation. So we're breathing into the lower abdomen, and that sends the signal to the body that you must be feeling good. Because when do you breathe into the lower abdomen? When you're asleep, when you're really relaxed, when the shoulders are relaxed, and the breath. If you look at the baby, the belly rise and fall. This is we call the back to childhood breathing. And so we can do we can so the biggest leak is emotional stress, really. And from the five senses, it's like when we do the meditation, when we close our eyes, we're putting our attention inwardly, you orally starting to cultivate more energy. But you might say, oh, hold on, but when I did that, I felt like I'm almost sleeping, and it makes me actually not energetic, makes me more relaxed. And this is really where I wanted to kind of share a little bit about the two types of energy, yin and yang, so people understand. A lot of time when you do these relaxation techniques, breathing, whatever it may be, breathing or qigong, and it puts you in a very calm state, you might thinking, well, I'm feeling very tired now, I'm very relaxed, I'm very calm, but that doesn't give me a lot of energy. I wanted more energy. And and you have to understand then that there's two types of energy. One is yang and one is yin, and one cannot exist without the other. And what happens in stress, when people want more energy, when people ask me, hey, what can I do when I have more energy to have more energy, I know that they don't have a lot of energy. And why they don't? Because they have a low level of stress in their life. They must be. If you're tired in the middle of the day, you're holding stress, consciously, unconsciously. If you're not going back, if you are not in bed before you go to bed, you're feeling extremely tired or tired, then you are holding stress. You have not have enough yin energy, so you really have to replenish. There's two buckets, the yin chi and the yang chi, and if the yin chi, this bucket, is not full, you cannot have a lot of energy. So if you reach the end of the day tired, then something is wrong. Do you breathing wrong? You looking at the news too much? That would do it, right? I mean, look, there's always something in the news that drains our energy. There's always, if you want to drain your energy, go open the news. There's never going to be a time when it's going to be like energizing to look at the news. It's always going to be something dangerous is about to happen. So your choices throughout the day, and that's another Taoist kind of, your choices, where do you want to put your attention? Where do you want to leak your energy? Yeah, you can think about the future as something that inspires you. You can be afraid from the future. Worry, fear, anxiety is looking at the future from a place of fear, and this is what the news do to us. Or you can look at the future. What inspires me about tomorrow? What do I want to do in my life a month from now? What vacation I want? So, like, how do we relate to the future and also to the past? With either the past is either with gratitude, the future with inspiration. And this is what would what we want to do, is look at the past with a sense of gratitude as opposed to anger or sadness, and look at the future from inspiration, from a place of inspiration, rather than fear, anxiety, and worry. We can always engage with. And so this is a very kind of short synopsis of how to kind of connect with emotional energy and how to manage your own chi. So you can do something that is inspire. Gratitude will get you more energy. Inspiration will get you more energy. Yeah, all of these words, all of these things would calm the system, would actually make you happy, would make you excited about the future, rather than the opposite. So really, how to get energy is to fill up the bucket of yin. And what is the bucket of yin? Is these practices. So this deep, like sleep good. If you don't sleep good, that's a yin energy that is being depleted. And so you cannot be energized during the day if the bucket of the yin is not full. How to fill the bucket of yin? These practices, this qigong. And so initially, they would feel like you're very calm and relaxed, and maybe you feel tired after doing this. Maybe you do these, like this short meditation, abdominal breathing meditation we did, make you feel very tired. That means that your yin chi is not full, is actually lacking. Yeah, so when you are doing these practices, the slow movement practices, the slow breathing, and you feel tired, then your yin chi is deficient. So you need to sleep better. You need to do more of these, and then you'll have a lot of energy. So we actually want to immerse in these yin practices. And why is it so important now? Because it's the fall, and we're shifting from summer to winter. So as we shift to the winter, the nights are longer. You should sleep more. You should rest more. You should really slow down. Make a hot tea, eat like warm liquid and soups and stews, and get together with family, and having more yin time. It's not about time to launch your new project or go and exercise and sweat a whole lot. That's time for spring. But now is a time to nourish, to replenish your yin energy, and to sleep more, and to really hibernate. Everything in nature does it. The animals, the trees are losing their leaves. They're letting go of what's not necessary. And that's what we're doing too, as a reflection of the universe in Taoism. We say, let go. This is a time of let go. And when we let go, we have a lot of energy. It's kind of like the Michelangelo, carving through the rock to reveal the beautiful statue. So only when you let go of the unnecessary energy, you reveal who you are, the truth of who you are, and the beauty. And the energy would come from actually letting go. And one of the biggest kind of letting go thing that we do in the fall is forgiveness. Forgiveness is a very big in Taoism, letting go of anger, because when you're angry with somebody, you're actually hurting yourself more than him. So when we are letting go of grudges, your neighbors, your parents, whoever, and really cultivate love and inside and towards others, this is really like, so we have practice. Yeah, we do it as a practice. So my simple answer to all the everybody that asks me this question is do qigong, do breathing, relaxed breathing exercise. Not there's it's very now there's it's very popular to do this hyperventilation, very fast breathing. Everybody's doing it. It's not really a yin type of breathing, I have to say. It might get you a lot of oxygen temporarily, but if you want to really nourish your yin qi, you have to do slow, deep breathing. The Wei Qi breathing technique that I shared in a workshop is available online for purchase if anybody wants to look at it. It's called longevity breathing. And that's a really nice way to start the day, to finish the day with. So I think for me, what I would say is do all these things, go slow, breathe deeply, do qigong, yoga, some relaxation practice that involve breathing a lot would be really good right now to get more energy and to see where your attention go throughout the day. You can actually, how much do you look at the news? What drains your energy? Where are the leaks? Where are your leaks? What are you, if you desire something that you think it's not arriving, like do these and this is a time to connect with the yin energy. Yin energy, we connect with things that we say in Tao is that everything is here already. You don't have to do a lot to get things. It's already here. Trusting that everything would come to you. There's the whole practice of yin manifesting, how to bring things into your life from a place of relaxation, from a place of belief and trust. Yeah, there's a whole tradition of we call it Wu Wei, action with no action, doing things with not without force. So it's kind of like a very Taoist way to do. So I guess this is kind of a lot. I just wanted to open it before we close to questions or sharing. If anybody has, kind of raise your hand and unmute yourself and you can talk. Yes, Edward, go ahead.
So what I got with the energy leaking,
Mm-hmm.
my mind came to it. I really know that I get tired, and I just had some waffles and syrup. Is food that that food is to me leaks energy,
Mm-hmm.
and getting tired after you eat. I remember years ago at work, after having lunch, going back to the office. It was like, do I really want to go back to the office? You
Yeah,
know,
food takes a lot of energy to digest. Is one of the because you're taking something outside of yourself and you need to make it part of you. You need to make it part of your DNA. So it's
right?
something that is external, and then your body has to break it down to transform it and to make it part of you. That's a big energy suck, and a lot of people, there's a lot of people that do a lot of healing being done by actually eating less and eating plant-based food. We can actually heal. And so that's really important. That's very interesting that you mentioned food. And food does take a lot of energy. And this breathing technique, the lower abdominal breathing, putting your mind here, would really help with digestion as well. Because our mind is here and here usually. We're
Right.
thinking people. We always think, and we always are in our emotional center.
Yes.
We are not so much in the digestive system. And overthinking is really hard to digest. So the digestive system is this is this we call it the brain. There's a brain here and a brain here, and in Western medicine now they call this the second brain. But in Chinese medicine, the belly is actually the first brain, and we say it's either this or that. So it's either you're thinking. It's really hard to think and to digest at the same time. Like you said, you coming back from to the office from after eating, it's really hard to engage with thinking. But it's the same thing the other way around. So if you are thinking too much, you wouldn't digest very well. So breathing into this area, thinking is actually a big leak. 20% of body oxygen goes to a very small area in the body. So thinking a lot, so meditation, qigong, something that brings you into the present moment would be a very good way to improve digestion, including with the slower abdominal breathing, and so thinking would really take a lot of energy. And I was doing a lot of, when I engaged with a lot of meditation retreat, I noticed my digestion improved because you think less, you don't think as much, and so the energy, you're more sensible to your body, you're digesting food better. But of course, what you eat, if you eat junk food or fried food, oily food is harder to digest. And then of course, meat is harder to process. So if you already compromised or you're already stressed out and you're eating a lot of meat, it would be harder. So that's why plant-based diets to an age that everybody is so stressed out is so much better. Not that I'm like a big, I'm not vegan myself, but I'm just saying that what you eat, if you eat good and not full, don't feel full after meal, it's better. And one saying from the Buddha is that skip the last meal. Personally, do I do that? The last meal, the dinner should be very small. We say start the breakfast, you should eat like a king, like a prince at lunch, and like a layman in, yeah, exactly, in the evening. So something that is very highly digestible would be very good in the evening to digest food. So that's what I have to say, kind of a little bit about digestion and energy and how it really, that's a big one. That's a really big one. Thank you. Yeah, that's a huge, that taxing your body a lot. This is why we want to eat healthy, want to eat good, small portions, and don't eat a lot at night so you can sleep good and nourish your yin qi better. And we have it all wrong in the West, right? The dinner is the big, when we're eating the steaks, it's at the dinner time. You go to eat dinner. Why? Because it's based on an economical system. Because they send people to work during the day, and then after work you eat. They wouldn't tell you to eat during the day a lot or in the breakfast. So after you finish working, then you eat your whole thing, and then you go to sleep. Well, at sleep, what that happens in sleep is that the body needs to heal, and if the body digests instead of healing, you're not getting your energy back so much. Does that make sense? So the body heals at night, and that's why the Buddha said, and many in Chinese medicine, we say don't eat 3 hours before, or if you want to eat, just eat something that is highly digestible. So the body, when it heals at night, it could heal you and not be busy with digestion, which is such a taxing task. So that's what I have to say about digestion. Any last quick question or sharing? Are we gonna close it? Okay. So I hope that give a little bit of answer to some people that are asking how to get more energy. And really my 2 cents for this season is to go slower, to rest, to focus on rest. And if you don't have enough energy and you feel like you need more, Focus on rest. Let go. Look at what do you do throughout the day? Do you look at the news? What sucks your energy? What gives you energy? So start to make this list even, and see how you can where are the leaks, where are the leaks in your life. And it's probably mostly overthinking and emotional low emotional stress. And how do we deal with that is a mindset. If you acknowledge that area in your life of this is what I'm doing, hey, I'm worrying about this, how can you pivot, how can you look at things differently, and do energy practice like breathing technique, like what we just did, qigong, yoga. Incorporate these things into your life. It's very important, because a lot of time we're not aware of our emotional stress. That's what I've learned through working with so many people, that they develop some condition and they don't know where it came from, but I see it in their breath. I see it in the So there is a level of low chronic stress that is really the root of all ailments, and eventually metastasize into an ailment. And the way to do it is to do preventative medicine that existed for thousands of years. We dropped it out of the window only in modernism. But look at China, look at India, look at ancient tradition. There's always ceremonies, there's always meditation, there's always these practices that we do to keep ourselves healthy. So I hope that helps. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this live Zoom. Let's finish with also a practice. Thanks, Janice. Thanks, Larray. It's good to see your face, Larray. You look great.
Thank you.
And thanks, Edward. And let's end. Actually, let's put the hands on the lower abdomen, and let's kind of revisit with this breathing technique, and just soften the shoulders. See, when I'm putting my mind and my hands on the lower abdomen, I can soften the shoulders. I can soften the heart. I don't have to hold tension here anymore. And my energy, meaning my attention, is on the belly. And here we're going to start to breathe slowly and carry the breath from the nostrils, the back of the throat, and slowly, incrementally, let it naturally get into the lower abdomen. Don't so much force it, but see in a yin types of way. Eventually you will get there. Just with awareness. And for more energy boost, let's keep at the top of the inhalation for a couple of seconds to let the oxygen soak, and then exhale. Let the energy soak in the lower abdomen. It's almost like it stays there and it's getting absorbed by all the organs before you go into exhalation. And trust me, if you do this for a few minutes, you feel better. And if you feel tired, if it made you tired, then it means that your yin chi is needs to be replenished more. So you have to sleep more. You have to really change your lifestyle. Maybe look at the news less. If you're looking at movies that are too agitating, whatever you do, something, excuse me, you need to change. Eventually, this breathing technique, when your yin chi is full, will give you a lot of energy. Especially if you, top of the inhalation, you pause, you hold the breath here, you smile into your digestive system, and love your belly. So incorporating love, self-care, inner smile would open up the energy, would release stress and tension. Nice. Beautiful. All right, let's bring the hands together. Bow to yourself. Beautiful. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And anybody that wants to ask question, please do. This is going to be transcribed into Awaken the Healer Within, the podcast. Bye now, everybody. Larray, bye, Edwards. Thank
Thanks
you
for
again,
your wisdom.
Janice.
Thanks for your wisdom.
Thank you. Thank you, Larray.